with soups, you can just put the potato with the skin. I quite like it. Carrots, keep the skin on. Humans, I keep the skin on. Like if this was the apocalypse, I wouldn't have a choice. I wouldn't go, oh, I've only got 5 pumpkins. Well, forget it, I'm not making a soup. You never know what the future might bring. And it might be a challenging time, difficulties. And soup and bread, if you can make soup and you can make bread, I think you're always gonna be fine. I've got these, I think they're pumpkins? They look like pumpkins, I'm not too sure, but I've got those. The reason I don't know, by the way, is because I volunteer at a food shelter and the guests get to take some food home. No one wanted these. So I was like, I don't want to waste food. So I've got these things and I'm thinking they're gonna be good for a soup, I think. I've also got some celery and then I've got a bit of garlic and then, you know, pepper, salt. What more do you want? I'm not one of those people that looks exact. Oh, it has to be perfect. What recipe? Just improvise and eat it. Gotta clean these bad boys first. Yeah, so as I was cleaning these tiny little pumpkins, I thought this was mud. I'm hoping it's mud, but it doesn't smell like mud. This smells like shit. I don't know, maybe it isn't shit. Something else smells like shit. Oh no, I hope it's not me. Oh, maybe it's... You know, sometimes you can get used to your own smell. Does my breath smell like shit? I thought I was about to sneeze there. Right, so I've got this slow cooker. I'm gonna fill it up with water and then I'm just gonna shove all the stuff in there. And then it's gonna cook and then I'm gonna eat it. That's just how cooking and eating works. Bread, that's a little bit more challenging, but I'm gonna make bread in the next video. Right, I'm gonna get in there and see what flavour of vegetable I'm dealing with. Is that pumpkin? There's not a lot for it, because I can't use that, can I? This isn't gonna be a big soup. Look at that. What's this? Is that a pumpkin? Oh, yeah. Oh, naughty. Well, look, we've got to work with what we were given. So I've got 4 more of these bad boys. I'm gonna scrape them out. I could make a pie! Yeah, I could make a pie actually. I've got the flour. No, we're making soup. All right. 3.142. Now shut up and make a soup. In case you're wondering why I'm not being as creative with my meal as I could, it's because I'm currently overdrawn in my bank account. I've got minus £8, and I haven't gone on the dole or anything. Like I'm not on the dole is a very British expression. I'm not taking any unemployment money because in my head I'm not unemployed. I'm just patiently waiting for my next movie role, which is admirable. But yeah, it means I'm not really like getting paid. I have no income in the foreseeable future. So yeah, I'm just making a meal with whatever I have in the apartment. I've got rice. I've got quite a lot of rice, so I'm safe. Like, I don't want people to start freaking out or being worried about me. I think I'm quite enjoying the challenge. And I've been in worse phases of my life. So actually, I've got a roof over my head. I've got a nice bed to sleep in. I've got a couple of cats that I can love and they love me back. So life is actually pretty bloody good. Hello, yes, my hair has grown. Life got in the way of the edit. You know what life's like. I'm running the Edinburgh Marathon on the 25th of May 2025 for Food Cycle. Hey! It's a charity that basically rescues surplus food, makes delicious dinners, connects communities, and basically helps to feed the hungry people and the sort of lonely and isolated people. So I think it's a great charity. You might find one locally that you can actually get in touch with, so you can actually volunteer or be a guest if you need it. So while I've got you here, maybe you can do just a little tiny donation, huh? Just even £1, $1 goes a long way to help people that need it. So cheers. Right, so I've scraped all the seeds out. And I think I can make something with this. You know, I could potentially roast them and then have like little snack right? Just roast those, bit of oil, bit of salt, bit of pepper. I bet it's good. One of the things that I'm trying to do is not go on the internet to see a recipe, because I'm thinking, okay, if this was the apocalypse and there was no internet or anything like that, then I certainly would be making a video. But I'd have to use whatever I have around me. And so I'm thinking, you know what? That should be saved as a little snack or something. It's decent, you know. It's not bad. So yeah, don't waste your seeds. Use them. So these are scraped, and if I was to go down the American Pie route, I would have sex with these. But I won't. I'm actually going to go down the British Pie, and British Pie. God, that movie would be so wrong. Do I need to take the skin off or not? You know, like for example, with soups, you can just put the potato with the skin. I quite like it. Carrots, keep the skin on. Humans, I keep the skin on. You know, I'm not like Jeffrey Dahmer, who skinned them. Loser. No, I keep the skin on. Who were these people that got eaten? There was a plane crash, and people, the only way that they could survive was to eat their friends. That's like, okay, that's when I maybe would eat a human. If I'm a zombie, if I'm a god, you know, gods eat humans. Saturn ate his children, didn't he? Okay, well, shush and start cooking. Okay. I mean, you might be at home watching this going, this man's an idiot. And yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, you're not telling me anything new. That's something I already knew. Ha! So who's the idiot? All right, let's take a look. Ooh! Well, it smells good. Will it taste good? That's the real question. I will say though, if you are in an apocalypse and your choices are limited, whether that tastes good or not, you're gonna eat my food. But luckily we've got some spices, we've got some salt, we've got some pepper, so we can add. That's the thing. It's easier to add than remove. It's not impossible to remove, but it's just easier to add. Also, I don't have. I used to have a. What's it called? It's like a blender, but for like a dildo. Not a dildo blender. A hand blender. Is it? I think it's called a hand blender. But again, I bought it for cheap, and it broke within a month. I wasn't doing anything other than soup. Just in case you're wondering, it was mainly soup, only soup based. So I don't know why it broke. Anyway, so I will be using, what's this called? What's this? Now you understand why I break stuff. Is that called a blender as well? Is everything a blender? You could save some of that soup and stick it in the freezer. You can make a stew with it. Add some rice, baby. And then, yeah, check out this soup. It's not bad, you know. It's not perfect. Perfect's not even the right word. It's not great. But it's not bad. I would say it's good. You know, with a question mark. Huh. No, it's all right. I'll eat that. You know, when you have limited resources, you just got to do the best with what you've got. And I am limited on money currently. As Dave Chappelle says, I'm not poor. I'm broke. Money's out there. Money. Oh, money. Where are you, you cheeky little bitch? Coming to get you. So yeah, so I'm just doing the best I can with what I've got, and it's all right. It's not too bad, you know. Oh, my cat's interested. You want to try it? You want to smell you want to smell the food? No, not interested. It's pretty good. You out there in this big bad world, experiment.
make mistakes. Like I'm gonna learn from this. For example, the bread I made was slightly too high in the oven, so that's why it's got that burnt look. But you know what? It's not burnt. It's British. You know when British people go on holiday and they have sunburn? That's just the way they tan. Same thing with that bread. That's not burnt. It's just British bread. It could do with a little bit more spice. Just a little bit more of a kick. Which I can add. That's the thing, I can add. Yeah, not bad. Alright, see you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe. Love you!